Hey guys, sorry that I look and sound a mess, but depending on what this title is, you can see that it's not gonna be a good video. Um, for younger users, if you don't like mention of rape, abuse, dying, suicide, and all that, I would not advise you to go any further than this, and please click off the video. I'm also sorry if you can hear voices or animals. I'm currently in a meeting, but we were on break, so I seen this, and I didn't mean for this comment to offend anyone. Anyone who knows me knows that I do not take this lightly. I am actually very serious about this, but you can see in the video that none of this was meant to be taken seriously because of because of their reactions. And I actually know someone in my family, well, that I've heard from, someone in my family was beaten, raped, and buried alive. Short story, they came back from party. It was later. They came back from a party. It was really late at night. She was gonna stay at her friend's house that she came back with. Her friend dropped her off at the house they would be staying in. Their friend had to go do something, so she drove away. There was a few guys in the house that, you guessed it, beat and raped her. She was passed out. They threw her body in the woods. And later that night, before the friend got back, they moved her further in the woods, buried a hole, and buried her alive. By the time we all found her, well, I was too little or not even born, but until they found her, the only reason why they knew it was her, because by the time she was old bones, so from what I've heard, it was like a class ring, bracelet, and necklace that she always wore that that the body had on her. I'm pretty sure that's it. Again, I was not born or was too young, so I don't know much. That's all I've been told. But ever since I was young, I always thought, my parents did not teach me this at all. It was mainly people who I hung around with, toxic, fake friends, that made me think this, and I always thought that it was normal for girls to be taken advantage of. It's not. That's just younger me and what I thought. Because I have been touched in many ways. No dick involved, but as you could probably tell now, I was raped. It was my cousin. His name's Michael. I thought he needed help with something, so I got off the couch. Well, it was a love seat. We were at my grandma's and we were staying the night. And since she didn't have a room for us to stay in, we were sleeping in the living room. And he was sleeping on the couch. I was sleeping in the love seat. But he went to his bag, the one he packed to stay the night here. I thought he needed help. He said he called me multiple times, but I had my AirPods in, and I didn't hear anything. So he did hand gestures. I looked from the corner of my eye and seen him, took him out, put him back in the case, put my phone down. I walked towards him, which it wasn't that far to walk, and he made up with me. And sorry, I'm just making sure I'm on mute. I wasn't kidding when I said I was in a mute. He made out with me. There was no dick involved, but it still counts as rape. And yeah, he fingered me, and he knew at the end, after all of that, that it was wrong, and he kept apologizing, and he wanted to turn himself in for it. I've been told that I'm way too forgiving no matter what someone does to me, so I forgave him. I didn't say that to him that night, because after all that, I went into the bathroom and started crying. I only talked to a few people that I trusted, just so it can calm me down and I can get my mind off things, even though it was very hard to do. But before that situation in 9th grade, a guy named Keith, we were in math class and he started touching me, rubbing up my leg close to my private area, would go in my pants, rub all then, and then went under my underwear. Again, little me, thought it was very okay for this to happen to me, because I've done shitty things, that my friends don't find that shitty, and a lot of bad things happened to me, so I figured that it was normal, and I was very insecure and had deep depression, and, I asked the teacher to go to the bathroom, and I just cried. I couldn't take it. I just cried and cried. When I got back to class, I made sure that it didn't look like I cried at all. Everything was normal. I just looked tired. When I got home, my parents were gone. They were at work. My mom or dad drops us, me and my brother, off at home, and they both go to work and we don't see them till later that night or the next day, depending on the day, I guess. And my little brother was playing video games, and I was in the living room thinking about what happened, and I started crying again. And I was done being taken advantage of, and I went into the kitchen, grabbed my favorite knife, which so happened to be the sharpest, and pointed it to my stomach. I was so close to ending it all. I could not take it anymore. And to this day, I'm disgusted with myself, because I feel like I could have avoided that situation, that I seen it coming, all of it. And it still bugs me. And the whole cousin thing happened in 2021. And I'm still disgusted to this day. Ever since that incident with my cousin happened, I went back to being very, very depressed. it went back to overthinking everything and thinking, is it worth it?